Good day, everybody. Hi, I'm David Foreman, better known in the industry as the herbal pharmacist or herbal pharmacist, depending on what side of the planet you're on. Today, I've been shooting a series of videos with George Kokinis with Pharmako Biotechnologies. I learned about Pharmako a couple of years ago while consulting for a company that actually utilized their technologies. And I felt like as an industry, we needed to be aware of these because I don't feel like we were getting that many new ingredients. And so what you can make out of what already existed was challenging. And with their technologies, we can now get really creative and actually increase stability, et cetera. So the four technologies that we're covering, and each one's in a separate video. Lipasperse. Today we're going to talk about AquaCelle. We have CPO, which if you're curious what those three letters mean, you got to wait for the video. And last but not least, Flexosome. So George Kokinis, I appreciate it. Co-founder, CEO of Pharmako. Today I want to talk about AquaCelle. Thanks for being with me first.
Yes, thank you.
So, all right, AquaCelle, it has me intrigued. I mentioned in a previous video with regarding Lipasperse that was an award winner. I see that AquaCelle is also award-winning technology. What is AquaCelle?
Okay, AquaCelle is a carefully crafted mixture of ingredients that allows an oil to spontaneously form a micelle when it comes in contact with water. So a micelle is a tiny structure. It's about in our case that they're about 1 micrometer in diameter. So that's a 1,000th of the width of a hair. Okay, so very tiny structures, and they encapsulate the oil within the core of them, and they just increase absorption of that particular nutrient into the circulation.
So this is significantly different than how does this vary from Lipasperse then? Well, when we were talking about
Lipasperse Lipasperse works on solids. AquaCelle works on liquids. Now Lipasperse coats the solid crystal with a thin film of Lipasperse. AquaCelle takes a tiny droplet of oil and encapsulates it basically. But it does all this instantaneous. So when you've got the mixture of AquaCelle and the fish oil, for example, it's just a mixture of ingredients. But when that hits water or the water environment in your gut, it spontaneously creates the micelle.
And then by doing that, what advantage is that providing to either the ingredient and or my body?
Yeah, well, once a micelle is created, what happens in the body when you're normally digesting fats is your body creates what it calls these chylomicrons. And chylomicrons are again an encapsulation process to allow the body to take in small doses of these fats in at a time. Now, it's you know, the body rightfully doesn't want to take a lot of the oils in because they're either good reason, you know, you put on weight or they're super toxic in some cases as well, you know. So the body's got this mechanism where it just goes, okay, I'm only going to take as much oil as I need, whether it's omega-3, omega-6, whatever it is. And then I'll let the rest go through. So what we do with AquaCelle is we prepare the oil so that it already forms this chylomicron structure to allow the body to take in more than what it normally would. Okay, which then means you can reduce that dose.
So based on your description, would you say that AquaCelle improves the stability of these oils? Because a lot of oils, oxidize pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Is that a benefit that's going to be provided as well?
Yeah, look, it doesn't make it more stable or less stable, if anything, small amount of stability, better stability, but nothing that you would be saying it's increased stability by tenfold or something,
Okay, all right. So it
Yeah.
increases, but not like where you want to write home to your mother and brag about it, right?
No, that's right. Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
So the other thing is a lot of people when they consume these fatty oils, they have issues with like omega-3. A lot of people have that burp back or reflux. Does this technology help with that then?
Yeah, it's really funny because we're developing it. We were developing it to increase absorption and have a better effect at the end of the day. But the number one feedback we get is, oh, the the fishy bird pack is gone. So yeah, again, look, I think in over 90% of people, the fishy reflux
Yeah.
is eliminated. Yeah.
I think that's actually one of the biggest limiting factors for people taking, especially fish oil, omega-3s,
Yeah,
is
yeah,
that disgusting burp back, and they're not realizing that it's sitting on top of the water in your stomach. So if your technology keeps it from doing that.
yeah. That's
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
yeah.
So with AquaCell, it actually um it emulsifies the oil in the gut. So it distributes it evenly throughout it. Whereas like you said, you take a fish oil capsule, it just breaks, opens, releases the oil, and it immediately floats to the top of the stomach, irritates the esophagus, and gives you the burp back.
Yeah. So when we
Yeah.
talked about liposperse, we talked about the ability to formulate outside of the typical tablet and capsule. Is that the same then with AquaCell or similar with AquaCell?
Yeah, it can be. Some of our clients are using it in ways that I wouldn't personally be using it, but anyway, it's but they're European, so they're funny people up there. Um, they basically give it to you in a spoon, so
Oh,
or mix a spoonful of fish oil with water and drink it. So I can think of better ways of taking
yeah.
it, but
That
anyway.
that does not sound too appetizing to me at all.
No, no.
So
But it's
is there anything
feasible.
else you'd like to add to our discussion on AquaCell before we go?
Look, the same as Lipisperse. So at AquaCell, there's a lot less of the tech versus the fish oil or oil in general. So we generally look at a dose of 80 to 85% of the active,
Okay.
15-20% of AquaCell.
Wow.
Um, Whereas with a lot of the competitor products out there, they'll go anywhere from like 30% active to 3% active.
Oh.
And the rest is their tech. So
Yeah, that really
um,
helps with dosing then for sure, and
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, and it's a sixfold better absorption. So it's quite high for a low amount of technology.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, thanks again. Again, everybody, got a series of 4 videos on Pharmako Biotechnologies technologies. Haha. And so today we've been discussing AquaCell. Other videos that you can find are on liposperse, which we did talk a little bit about here, CPO, and plexosome. So if you want to learn more, Pharmako is usually at just pretty much every major trade show in the industry, or check out their website. Thanks a lot, George.
Thank you, Dave.